flies by in the yellow and green. Look around, you'll see what I mean. Right, I've got it off my chest now. It's not going to come back out later, hopefully. I'm in Europe. I'm in Lithuania, and I've got this little 2 tons of hydrogen on me from last night, and I was falling asleep. Absolutely shattered last night, so God knows what shit I was dribbling on about. Hopefully it's different shit that I'm going to dribble on about today. I have a beautiful way with words, don't I? Yeah, so heading up north, I believe. Up north. But I'll be leaving Lithuania, from what I recall. Look. And going to maybe even a ferry ride. Okay. Yeah, right, so... Oh! Okay. I didn't know I was here. Yeah, okay, cool. So we'll be going up through Riga, Arnu, Helsinki, I can do that, and Turku in Finland. There's no names of... There's just towns, but there's no country names. So let's crack on and do that. We've got a long old journey ahead of us, actually. A long journey. It's nice to be back in the truck and not on the racer, because, in fairness, I don't know, not quite in the mood for the racer at the moment. I think I just need chilled. I think I'm taking a right down here. I thought he was stationary, if I'm honest. Now, I'm just going to check this, because... Yeah, oh yeah, I have definitely taken a right down here. Well, I say definitely. Definitely schmefinitely. Isn't it definite? Just let me... I don't think there's anybody behind, so 1 second. Let me just grab this and move this window somewhere a little bit more reasonable. Don't desperately need to see it as much. Put it in through that mirror. I'll leave the mirror. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, that feels better. There was too much clutter on one of the screens. Time flies. Oh no. No, no. Got it off my chest straight away. Right. Hopefully we're joining a major route now, because I just need a bit of chill time. How's that trailer doing around the edge? We're alright. Oh, it's only short, isn't it? Still, it's full of fucking hydrogen, so I don't want to be setting fire to myself or my standards. But I can probably get my foot down. So pleased about this left-hand drive Actros. Because I'm going to be doing most of my driving in Europe, so much better to have a left-hand drive. I'm indicating. Come on. I think he slowed down in fairness. Right, that should be good. I have to reset my head a little bit depending on what takes me fancy. Oh, needed to do that. did a good roll of the neck before I sat down. I should really do that, really. Stretch. Is a session, isn't it, at the end of the day? Now, I found the problem, I think, with my chair. I think. Apart from extended... Why did I decide that I wanted to come off and sleep? That's already had a sleep. Look at the bus as well. The bus has done... I'm just following him. He's done what I would deem as an evasive manoeuvre. I need to pull him over. I think I was sat too proper on the bus, actually. I think I need to sit with... on the bus. On the chair. I'm obsessed about that bus ahead. I think I actually need to sit with a bit of a slouch and like not flat against the back of the chair, maybe. Because I realised I've been sitting like that for ages and I was comfortable. I was like, oh, so the chair can be comfortable. There we go. Major worries there. Comfortable chair. People are getting bombed, starved. Oh, and just more brutal aspects of male violence in the world today. And I'd not to put too fine a point on it, but fucking 99% of it is male violence, isn't it? You can't get away from that, though, can you? That's the thing. And I'm sorry, like, to start off on a negative thinking here, but you know, bear with me. You can divide. You know, like people say all the time, don't they? Go, there's two types of people in this world. You know what I mean? There's two types of people. There's those that perceive, you know what I mean, that persist, those with grit, and those that quit, or those that know about this and those that don't. You know what I mean? There's always that binary division of people into two groups. I don't understand why I'm fucking yawning. It's annoyed me because I've just been to sleep. Just had a fucking nap, so why am I yawning now? Because I'm sure last driver pulled over and had a nap. That does annoy me. I got fuel and I got a nap. Oh no, I know what happened. I pulled over and logged out because I was going to nap when I logged back in. Oh man. Doesn't matter, it was the first yawn anyway. I got plenty of time, surely. But there is another downside, and that's exploring the rest of this beautiful country will possibly be done in the evening. I mean, it's Monday 23:20. Can't be Monday 23:20. Because otherwise it'd be night time. What time is it now? Oh, it's 10:30 in the morning. Yeah, so I go to sleep now. Assume it's 8 hours. Oh shit. Yeah. It'll be like 6 o'clock in the evening. It's night time, unfortunately. Right, I'm going to sip my coffee, so move the mic away for a second. Oh, I'm such a gulper. I'm actually, well, I'm not hungry. We had a massive roast dinner today, but, and I didn't just pig out for once. Nice, but it was still a big amount of roast dinner. And I was like, oh, and I had to drop my cousin off at the train station and miss the supermarkets and blah blah blah. I was like, oh, in a manner, because I've eaten a lot already. And then of course now it's like, whatever time it is, 8 o'clock in the evening. See if there's a thing to sleep here. Oh, that looks like one, you know. It is. No, that's something separate. There we go. Oops. Okay, cool. Oh god, you see, it's 8 o'clock in the... At least it's sunset. Um, anyway, so, yeah. 8 o'clock in the evening in real life and in game time. Now, I was like, yeah, I won't be hungry, and then of course now I am peckish. I was like, what would be perfect? Just a bowl of cereal, right? Nice bowl of bran flakes. And in the bowl, I just like caught it with my eye with some little brown things running around, tiny, like the smallest that you could see. Do you know what I mean? If you got any smaller, you wouldn't be able to see them with your eye. Well, ish, anyway. And there were like 5 in the bowl on top, 3 in the one beneath that, 2 and then another 2 in the one beneath that. They're somehow getting trapped in the bowl, these little mite things. And I think they were like cereal mites, so I've got all the fucking cereal in my cupboard. Like porridge, fruit and nut fibre, bran flakes, and Weetabix, right? All of that crappy sounding cereal, right? So that I can shit more easily in life. You know what I mean? Like if I had it my way, it'd be like fucking Frosties, Crunchy Nut, Alpen. I don't know what Alpen does actually for stool, but God, we've reached a real low, haven't we, here now? Let's talk about stool softening and hardening, but anyway. So I've chucked all that fucking cereal out. I've used like a kitchen spray that's bleached. And hopefully the weevil problem will have gone. God knows how many of those things I've eaten actually, because in fairness it was a week ago, or even longer, that I noticed 1 or 2 and I was just like, oh, I'll just dust them out of the bowl and tip the cereal in. What I never really thought to do was think, oh yeah, it's the cereal they're eating, they just end up in the bowl and can't get back out. So I've probably eaten a fucking couple of kilos of weevil protein over the last year, do you know what I mean? I don't know. Fuck's sake. So it's all gone in the bin. I hate doing that, mass wasting food. You know, like when a freezer, somebody's left the door open and you end up having to just emergency clear it out, and you're just like, that's alright, I'll just fucking eat it. And then you realise that it's just full of fucking tiny little bags of shit. Not tiny little bags of shit. I don't store my stool samples in the freezer, obviously, they go into the fridge, but no, I don't store my stool samples in the freezer. Oh, I have a dedicated chest freezer in the basement for those. But yeah, fuck, I'm so bored now, I just want to move on. Anyway, this is a nice view, isn't it? Lovely. Well, I mean, it's the setting sun. It does that, doesn't it? Beautiful. Gives a nice, deeper, sort of yellowy, orangey, sort of, what is the term? I should know this. Tint to the light. Because the light's not white, is it now? Like, just your brain saying it must be white, because it's the lightest thing that I can see, so we'll just set my vision to that being white, but actually it's probably quite yellowy. And the most beautiful light is when it's quite crimsony, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? It really transitions through the spectrum all the way, allegedly, all the way to green, isn't it? Le rayon vert. Green ray. I think that's Jules Verne. The last ray of sunlight as Ra dips beneath the horizon, supposed to be green. I don't know if that's a scientific thing because of wavelength or a romantic thing because of old Verne. I don't know. Let's have a think about it. I think the colours of the rainbow are in order, and I think red light has the longest wavelength. the least energy, doesn't it? Least energy, longest wavelength. So red light. So Richard of York gave battle in vain. So but actually, that is odd because like I said, I'm sure I've seen crimson colours. Or has that been sunrise? I'm sure I have. So I don't believe that, like, I don't know what's going on with that. I think you can never tell because it's such a romantic thing, you know what I mean? And like, you know, I've stayed up trying to see Le Rayon Vert and not seen it really. But you so desperately want to see it, you can imagine somebody just deludes themselves and others that they have seen it. So you can never really separate truth from fiction. Because it could be like an anomaly of the human eye and, you know what I mean, whatever. Don't put your foot down. Nice. I might put my foot down actually, I've been driving quite slowly. So, what time is it now? Tuesday, 8:39 AM. No, 8:39 in the evening. Ah, no, that's my arrival time, isn't it? Where is the bloody time? Oh, it's top right hand corner. It's Monday, 10 PM. And I'm going to be arriving tomorrow morning, at this rate, according to the old satellite navigation system. According to the satellite navigation system, I'm going to be arriving Tuesday 9 AM tomorrow. Right, okay then. Well, I believe you. That means that I'm going to be driving for approximately 11 hours throughout the night. 11 hours throughout the night is a long drive, isn't it now? Yeah, I don't mind driving this fucking length of Lithuania, really. But I don't want to do it at night time. Predominantly because of vampires. I just want to avoid them. And also because I want to see stuff. I don't want to be just staring at the immediate conifer tree selection. Actually, if it is just going through coniferous woodland, then fuck it. I'll do it at night, it doesn't bother me. But if there's things to see, and I don't know what to anticipate. See, this is what I'm talking about. That's bordering on a crimson sunset, isn't it, really? It's lovely time, isn't it? It's lovely. All of these things in the world today are lovely, aren't they, really? Sunrises, sunsets, I don't know. Moonlight is pretty nice actually in the world. You've got to be in the mood for each one and value each one, and then each one gets you in the mood, doesn't it? It's not like you have a sunrise. It's not often. Well, actually, fuck it is often. Jesus Christ, the number of times I've had a sunrise and just been like, oh God, I need to sleep. No, there's more often than not. But sometimes you do get in the right mood for a sunrise, and you're just like, wow, I value this. When you've reset your body clock and you've realigned with Mother Nature and you're out camping in the wild and you've unzipped that tent and you get the first feeling of warmth from the sun ray landing on your body, fuck me, you do realise that deep within your brain there is a reptilian fucking autonomous zone that just goes, fuck yeah, sun. I love it. But I get distracted there. The other bits as well, like seasons, they're all lovely. Look at that sunrise through the trees. Now I've captured some real life photography of places like that, things like that. Shafts of light penetrating woodland through light mists, so you get well-defined rays of light, and it's just beautiful. And that's quite nice, actually. Almost feels a bit tropical, doesn't it? It almost verges on tropical at the moment for some reason. Like like the tip of the tropics type thing, which I suppose is just temperate. It's just probably just temperate, tropical, equatorial. I don't know. Yeah, man. There's fuck all to see, so I'm just gonna plough through it at night time, I think, and just have done with it. And the other thing is, I am carting around 2 ton of weight, i.e., shitload of hydrogen. So the idea of snooping about while I'm driving is probably not very wise because of that, like things like that where I'm just going on the wobble. Yeah, it's probably a good idea to just power on through this. Now I must have opened up this hydrogen delivery, making it available to myself because of that like hazardous skill that I've assigned. Little village here. Explosives, that's what I've assigned myself. It must come under explosives. I bought this fucking 6 things of like Harding and Bayliss, or Bayliss and Harding. Bullshit brand, really. You know what I mean? It's TK Maxx's probably own brand or some shit, but anyway, but it looks good because it's in a nice typeface, and that's all there is really, just this Bayliss and Harding typeface, but nothing fucking special about the stuff, to be fair. But then again, there's nothing fucking special about a lot of things like Neil's Yard, and you know what I mean? I've tried loads of these things through various reasons. Not to sort them out, just, people buy you this shit, don't they? And none of it's been particularly better than a bar of like fucking Imperial leather soap. Just have done with it, that's it. Or is it Imperial leather or Imperial cushion? I don't know. But anyway, I can digress so much that time. I really did lose the plot a bit. But I bought these squirty hand gel things, and on the box there's a big fuck off sticker that just says warning flammable. And I had a right flat because I took 2 out. I put 1 upstairs and 1 downstairs in the kitchen. It left me 4 of these because they're big, like they're a big hand jelly soapy antibacterial thing. And I was like, right, I'll palm 2 off. Oh, I could have palmed some off on my brother as well, but I'll palm them off on my parents. Took the box around there, and I thought, oh, I'll leave them out. And I'd left them in the direct sunlight, and I was absolutely panicked. I was like, oh god. The morning I got up thinking that, there's a huge risk of fire because of that great big flammable thing, but I mean, that's what flammable means, it's a fucking risk of fire. But I don't think I've ever had anything in the house that's got the label explosive on it. I must do, though. There must be things in the house that are explosive. And that's just triggered the CIA content filter on Twitch now, I bet you. Like, he said what? He said bomb. What film is it where he's like, bomb da bomb bomb bomb, bomb da bomb bomb bomb? But, yeah, I don't know if they have that. I don't know if Twitch is a militant extremist recruiting ground, or if it's the opposite. I suspect Twitch is the opposite. Twitch is the is the place you go when you've given up. Do you know what I mean? It's like, you know, you could be reading a book, you could be watching a film, but no, you go to Twitch to switch off. I mean, I could be reading a book, watching a film. I don't know. I don't watch films as much nowadays. Quite all that's changed actually, and this is a good thing because I don't know how much gaming I put in. Like on some weeks I've gamed like fucking 60 hours. It's been crazy. Some weeks and more recently it's been like 6, 8 hours in a week. You know what I mean? But is that game red or what? Oh, took a chance. But I've got time for films. So what's happened is I've just become more discerning, and I wait now as well because there's no rush. I ain't got to see fucking Deadpool, Wolverine now. Do you know what I mean? It's not going to change my life. It's not a life-changing movie. Bit of a fun theme park film to watch. I'm always going to quote Scorsese when referring to Marvel, but well, that wasn't a quote. I can't remember exactly what he said, but you get the idea. But yeah, so I'm happy to wait, and the benefit of waiting is you just get to wait and hear other people's opinions. Why is this shit flashing orange? I want to know that. What kind of thing have they got going on here? That one's orange. What does it mean? And good of the developers to represent another country's traffic light system accurately as well. Because that would wind the fuck out. It'd wind you up, wouldn't it? If you were like, with me being English and not being able to see like the normal pattern of, was it green, fucking green, amber, red, and then amber and red, and then green, I think. Like, I think the amber light comes on while it's red, and then the green light comes on. I think something like that. People always forget about the amber and red phase. But anyway, I'd be pissed off if that was like different. And actually there are some bits about the UK that I'm not happy with in this game. Something like the way the roads work. We generally have to turn out of a lane to turn off a motorway. There's very few occasions that a lane will split away from the other lanes to join a new road or become a new road, and only then it's really just trunk roads that happens on. Oh, I didn't realise this was. I thought this was a dual carriageway. Bloody hell! Wasn't really paying attention there. Quick update then. So arrival time 8:30 tomorrow morning. Obviously it's this morning because it's actually midnight. So arrival time 8 hours to go. 270 miles. Yeah, that's quite long, really. Probably going to need a little nap in that time as well, annoyingly, because I won't be able to last it out. I'll get up at 8, and we're saying a 12-hour drive, which I think is absolutely fine in the States. I think the States is like 12 hours and Europe's 10, but it could be Europe's 8 and America's 10. I know America's like an hour or two additional. Don't know why. I think probably on net throughout the week, the way that the timekeeping works, that both are equal in terms of sleep and time on the road. I think. No, I don't know. I think America's a bit more lax actually. Doing some things like that. I don't know if that's a bad thing. Like, what's the biggest determinant of a truck driver having an accident? You know what I mean? If it's like overwhelmingly mobile phone usage, then probably needn't worry about sleeping things, or I don't know. I wonder what that is actually, the biggest... I bet it's not seeing a car in their immediate blind spot. Like if there's a car down there, sometimes I don't see them. Fuck me, that's so weird as well. Like you indicate and you pull left, and there's a car that just like appears in front of you as you've pulled up. You know what I mean? As you've gone into the left lane, and you might be up against the barrier, just suddenly you see a car just sneak out in front of you. And that does happen in real life, actually. I mean, well, that's what I'm saying. It's real life anyway, not the game. What's the most common, like, cause of? No, it probably is sleep. It's probably lack of sleep. It probably just fucking affects your judgment and everything. I bet you. Well, I know that there's a certain amount. It's surprising, but it was like this amount of like lack of sleep has the effect of so many beers on your judgment. I mean, I know that's vague, but basically they were saying it was comparable to being drunk, sleep deprivation. That's how decision making was being made, which is madness. It's interesting how the military train in those situations as well, specifically. So when it arises, you know how to better control your thinking and judgment whilst tired. I am a fucking arse when I'm tired. I hate being tired. I was tired this morning, and my dad gave me a phone call like 7 AM. He's like, I'm coming round in 5 minutes, which means he's going to sit out there in the car until I've left the house, being grumpy, thinking, oh, I'm ready, why is he not ready? Despite the other way round, when I go and pick him up on a Sunday morning, I'm like, well, I'm deliberately like it actually. I'm just like, whatever, take your time. I'll play with the dogs. You know what I mean? I'll whatever, relax, a bit more relaxed about it. Because I said, can we pull over and get some cash? And he went, oh, dude, nice to be in on time for once. I was like, motherfucker. You know, that's like 1 minute, do you know what I mean, to pull over at a cash point. Nice to be on time for once. God damn it. But anyway, enough of that rant. I'll save it for the therapist. Oh, wait, where am I coming off? Here. And back into the lane. But yeah, I've been in a fucking mood for like most of the day because I've just been tired, and I really don't like being tired. I love being wide awake. I don't mind being tired as a result of a long day, which is like I'm approaching that level of tiredness now because I've peaks and troughs today. I've had a little nap twice, I think. I sunbathed, napped, and then I actually went upstairs and napped in the guest room, do you know what I mean? So I was just like, yeah, a couple of naps. But I don't mind becoming tired. I hate waking up tired. It's like the battle's over. That day's battle has been lost. Do you know what I mean? You have not managed to achieve anything before being tired because you've woken up tired. You've lost the battle. This looks like it's going to be massively uphill for some reason, but it's not too bad. Also, we're in a big city anyway. Quite a big city. I think. Oh, we're back to green lights and red lights, are we? That's, thank God for that. Must be a rural thing. Oh, I've discovered a recruitment agency, yeah. Actually, I ought to get onto that, really, because I haven't got any drivers working for me yet. But I sold off my one and only other truck as well in order to buy this one, because what it doesn't tell you is expand your garage before you buy a truck. I didn't know that, so I'd spent all that time customising this with options, and I couldn't back out of it because I'd lost all the customisation. I'm going to do some save editing, I bet you, at some point in this game. Not to cheat, just because of crappy situations like that. The only thing I've done is turned off traffic offences, which were getting on my nerves because they were too regular. It was too. You could take the piss a little bit. You know what I mean? There's not a high chance of getting caught. And even if somebody, even if a cop is nearby, there's not always a definite they're going to do something about it, is there? I don't know why. Hopefully AI could just change that. Do you know what I mean? Hopefully you could just automatically, like the cop car, like say that something like the Tesla, right? Automatically, Tesla would record the offence, you know, identify it as an offence, send it off for review, and it's just like, just automate that whole process of getting fines and stuff. But I suppose if everybody else is in a Tesla, but who gets fined for the mistake? You'd pass on the fine, wouldn't you? If I was driving a car, autopilot, okay, and the UK legislation was like, doesn't matter what or who is piloting the car, as the driver in charge of the vehicle, it comes on to you, right? And the car made a mistake, it ran a red light, whatever, I don't know. Right, and I got a fine for it. I knew that car would break, so I wasn't too fussed. Ooh, what's this thing here? I'll go round again. Why not? I'm gonna indicate into the outside lane actually. Dickhead. You fucking dickhead. Boom. Goes the hydrogen on my back. I'm carrying. What is this thing then? Like a big gold statue with an arrow or something. Oh, 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 God. Would not like to damage my new beautiful Actros. Okay, so I don't know what that is. I'm on the wrong side of the road to be able to see it as well. Back to the orange flashing lights, which I have no idea what they mean. I wonder if they just mean like free for all. Do you know what I mean? Proceed with caution. It would be the technical thing, but it just means the lights aren't in use now. There are lights here. Ah, yeah, because if you didn't have anything going on with the lights, if they were just off all the time, you wouldn't be sure that the traffic lights were working, would you? So you'd slow down on approach if you weren't a total twat. You know what I mean? I never said anything about Audi drivers, I just said you weren't a twat. I'm calling Audi drivers twat. Oh, sorry, I've just... my fucking back. It has made no difference. Sitting crooked or not, I'm gonna have a big old stretch. Oh, lovely. Okay. So, there's something about using pedals on the desk, at the desk, that is flipping uncomfortable for me. I don't know what it is, but having my legs stuck out. But why can I drive for hours in a car, not have a problem? Got to be just the chair. Isn't it? It's got to be. What the hell is going on here? Right, got an emergency. Oh my god! What the fuck is everybody's thing going off with that? Paging Doctor blah blah blah. Emergency. Oh, Jesus Christ, the world full of fucking more, isn't it? Right, I'm just going to stop my head track. The first time I thought that was for that, like, throwing down a bucket of ice water over people shit that went around. I was just like, oh, God. It's all about self, isn't it? Pretend it not to be. Like this, I'm driving this simulated truck for my fucking self, right? I'm not making any, like, anything else about it. This is what I'm doing. I'm doing it, and I'm doing it for myself. Like, if you want to fucking throw a bucket of water over somebody, just don't make, you know what I mean? Like, don't make it out that like you're doing it out of altruism. I think that shit really just irritates me. Do you know what I mean? If you want to take your top off, right, and plaster yourself over an Instagram feed, don't make out that's because you know, I stand with Ukraine bullshit. Fucking honestly, hate that shit, and there's loads of it now. If you want to go on a fucking bungee jump, go on a bungee jump. Put your hand in your pocket and fucking pay for it. Don't be like bullshitting everybody going, fucking, let's raise money for this and that, and I'll pay for my you know what I mean? Pay. No, I'm not paying for your fucking bungee jump, you prat. Do you know what I mean? Go and do your fucking bungee jump and pay for it yourself, you wank. You know what? I am going to pay for your bungee jump, and I'm going to turn up and I'm going to cut the fucking line. That's how much it pisses me off. Actually, I shouldn't say that because you might put two and two together. You might Google it and find out how many people bungee jump with a cut line, and it all comes back to me actually. Is this a ferry or what is it? Oh, it must be. Oh yeah, is it a ferry? Fucking hell. Right, what's that then? That's the ferry. I think I'm just going straight ahead. Let's try this out. Go straight ahead. Is that? Yeah. Do I need that? How do I get onto the ferry? I haven't done a passport control, I don't think. I do have a habit of forgetting what happened just 20 seconds ago. Like it's like in-game Alzheimer's, basically. And I'm not making fun of Alzheimer's. I'm just saying, the way I am in this game is pretty bad. Like, I know how to steer the wheel, and I know I've got to steer the wheel and put my foot down on the accelerator. That's about it. Everything else is determined to me by the sat nav. Really, in reality, where the hell am I going now? Nothing obvious to me. I'll just like rack on up. Lucky number 4. Those have got cones. Oh, you know what though? Look, there's car signs over a load of these. And is that a car or a truck sign? And there's a truck in front of me there. Is this passport control? Lithuania style. What is it? Nobody at home. Not even a barrier. Right. I'm actually technically... Oh wait, I'm going to Helsinki. I'm technically... I mean, this is explosive, this hydrogen. So, it's a hydrogen bomb. I am transporting a hydrogen bomb today. Pretty scary. I don't understand why there's no passport control, considering I'm transporting a hydrogen bomb. Oh well. Get on here. Is this Europe? Is this the free movement? Europe. Oh, I fucking hate Nigel Farage. What a twat. Fucked us. He's absolutely fucked us. And hopefully he'll fuck himself as well, the fucking Alan Partridge bastard. How do we turn this engine off? Oh, I can't even begin to explain that. It's not a hate. It's like a mixture of hate and pity. Fucking dickhead. Helsinki. Actually, I didn't even know Helsinki was on the coast. And we weren't in Lithuania, by the way. We were in Estonia. I only just noticed that. Oh well. I imagine the Lithuanian far-right nationalists would be a little bit upset by that. Just have to live with it. Where am I going now? Oh, all the way around there. I'll just go out this gate. We're not allowed to leave through the gate. Just ram the gate, just ram it. What? No, it's not going to open, is it? No. Okay, cool. Go, go, go. And then it's another hairpin turn. Wait, there's bollards here. Oh, bollards. Where to now then? Oh my god. Right, I've come right off the oh no. Let's just go there. Alright. I didn't say it was a hairpin turn. Well, I don't know why I didn't realise you had to sort of do a 180. Usually is the definition, isn't it? Well, what, 150 or above. This has got to be passport control, hasn't it, surely? Oh, I'll have a look at Helsinki while I'm here. I don't want to spend ages. Oh. We turn the engine on. Tiny little truck today, isn't it? Tiny little thing. I think that's full of canisters of hydrogen. You wouldn't just fill a container, would you? Seal it off. Helsinki's a very modern city and makes for a good bleak backdrop to many crime dramas as well. In fact, a lot of Northern Europe does. Denmark does. Come on, Sweden has done as well. I'm not a subtitly person because I'm always doing something else, and you know. Oh, can I spot it? Where's Wally? Where am I? Oh, can't see it. Where's the money shot? Hey, there we go. There's the money shot. Yeah, man, I've got that fucking 6x2 wheelbase on the Atra. And oh, what's happened here? I thought I'd put the parking brake on. So it is quite long, and I knew it would be actually. So it'll only ever look right with a massive trailer. I think these little trailers, it's just too long a wheelbase really. Well, Helsinki looks nice. Big port as well. Big port. I'm going for it. What's the tram lines? No, we're not far away actually. Well, I say that. I mean, we're still 150 miles away, so I don't know why I said that actually. It's a total lie. Wait, I thought... Oh, I didn't think there was much driving to be done. In the driving simulator. Oh, god damn. So much driving in the driving simulator. The only problem with your own truck simulator is there's too much truck driving. Oh, fuck it, I'm going to write that review. I'm just going to incite racial hatred with that comment, aren't I? Oh, I'll just put from an immigrant. Oh, I'm glad he was turning right. Horrible word, isn't it, immigrant? I've been thinking a lot about these subject areas: refugees, asylum seekers, immigrants, internally displaced people, and just, you know, fascism, extremism, free speech, propaganda, just all of these concepts are rearing their ugly fucking head again in Britain today. This is the problem. Something like 0.5% of the population owns 50% of the land in England. The enemy of the people is not brown or black-skinned people. Do you know what I mean? It's just, you fucking idiots, aren't you? You're absolute racists, really are. You know, I gave them benefit of the doubt to some degree when it came to intelligence. It's like, okay, you have your prejudices, you know what I mean? And they've just taken hold of you. And in the face of reason, you've stuck to your guns. But no, you're a fucking idiot. If you're miserable, because miserable, happy people aren't racist. You know what I mean? If you got a good life, you ain't suddenly just trying to shit on everybody else. You know what I mean? No, racists are miserable fuckers, are uncontent. And what happens is, they go, there's a reason I'm uncontent. It can't be because of my perspective. It's got to be because of other people. And this is the demographic that Farage is feeding me and telling me the reason why my life is miserable, because of boat people. You know what I mean? Boat people. No, you dickhead. If you do have a miserable life because you're at the bottom of the socio-economic ladder, it's because those at the very top fucking own you, basically. If they own the resources that keep you alive, from food production to healthcare and property, shelter, energy, they basically own you, don't they? One day, Earth, enshrined by some legislation, will be owned by one person. And there will be an emperor. That's where it's happening. Now that it might be sort of sealed with legislation, but to get there doesn't have to be a, you know what I mean, a legal process. Only to make you write the law after you've won, don't you? Do you know what I mean? You have the military coup, whatever it is, which incidentally, you can imagine that militaries become privatised and things like that. So you can imagine Elon Musk could have a military. Do you know what I mean? And there's fuck all that could be done to stop him really once he gets the military and weapons and blah blah blah. You know what I mean? Like, it could happen. I'm not saying it will happen. And he could make a play, and then once it's all done and dusted, he rewrites the law to say, I'm now the new emperor. That's basically it. Like, there's nothing more glamorous to it than that. Have a scrap, and the winner writes history. Fucking hell. Is it a good time to be born? Well, when you look at the past, like, goddamn yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like, I ain't going to be killed by syphilis in the next 6 months. You know what I mean? I ain't going to be fucking eaten by predators. And you know what I mean? It's a fairly good time to be alive. My day isn't dominated by finding food and water. Now, there are people whose day is dominated by finding food and water, so don't get me wrong. Maybe it's not just a good time, maybe it's time and place as well. Maybe that's the key thing there, time and place. But God knows what the future holds, though. That's the unknown bit in that, you know, when would you rather be born? Well, I can only really judge on what impression I've had of the past. Maybe there was times in the past that were absolute bliss, Garden of Eden bliss. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. but it's the future bit of the equation, and that is a reflection of humanity's instability, isn't it? Because you sort of feel it, don't you? You're like, oh, it's 50-50 really. It could be bliss, could be technological heaven. You know what I mean? Everybody gets their own fucking immortality pod or whatever. I don't know. Or, sorry, I'm just leaning on one side at the moment. So, or it could be just some fucking post-nuclear Holocaust nightmare. And we just don't know. That's how uncertain it is. There is very little stability in humanity right now. Very little stability. I don't know why my fan's not coming on. Or have I just turned it off? I think I turned it off. Okay. The Great War. Over 100 years ago, the war to end all wars. That didn't happen, did it? Putin making a play for Ukraine. Ukraine now, you know, are we seeing the genesis of the Israel sort of Palestine issue now with Ukraine and Russia? And then you get people, you know, there are Ukrainians that identify themselves as Russian. Yeah, of course there are. It's like, it's crazy. Like, it's just, so where the hell are we? You know, Northern Ireland was the same thing as well. Fucking political boundaries, political borders are a fucking problem. That is it. Everything else around, every other solution other than total dissolution of political borders, every other solution is just skipping round the problem, isn't it? At the end of the day, that is the crux of it, isn't it? And I don't know in terms of, like, you know, hunger and poverty and blah blah blah, but when it comes to liberty, political borders are the problem, because inherently people then just identify themselves as a nationality. Like, I say I'm English, but what I mean by that is I'm not talking about a value system. I'm just talking about characteristically English. Do you know what I mean? I don't tend to eat yam. You know, like I speak the English language. Do you know what I mean? Like the characteristically English in ideology, blah blah blah. But that's about it, really. It's just a quick way of saying these are the characteristics of who I am. Oh, right, okay. Do you know what I mean? I'm Scottish. Well, you're sort of 90% English, but with an accent. Do you know what I mean? That's, like, come on. That is it, really. Like, there's not much. You know, there are some people that cling on to the old identity and ways, and, you know, especially when it comes to, like, Wales, and, like, you know, force themselves to speak Welsh. But at the end of the day, the British Isles is very, very similar. And that's not that different then itself to Europe in reality. Like, France is, especially, you know, somewhere like Normandy, it's just basically England. Oh, I'm going a wee bit fast, aren't I? There. You go around France, you're just like, you know, apart from it being a blue sign where you'd expect a green sign, it's basically England. So political borders, you know, you couldn't imagine. Like, well, I suppose it does happen. It easily happens, because I've seen this fucking shit happen. I've been part of it. Say in a school, they could just arbitrarily divide 800 pupils into 4 different houses, and there's loads of schools that do that. You know what I mean? When I was at primary school, we had Chatsworth House, Hardwick House was red, Chatsworth was yellow, and Haddon was blue. And I was so proud to be Chatsworth House. Like, I was just like, yeah, that's my house. You know, I'm yellow, and I spot all the other yellow badge holders around in school, and we just have an affinity. Chatsworth House is in the lead, you know what I mean, when it comes to medals and things like that. And yeah, but actually it's just total bullshit. But we didn't even question it. It was just like, here you are, you're in this house. Do you know what I mean? Fucking the Sorting Hat is another example of, you know, Harry Potter. You know what I mean? Here you are, you're Gryffindor. And it's like people don't object. They go, yeah, all right, fine. You know what I mean? I think maybe you'd kick off a stink if you ended up as Slytherin, wouldn't you? Obviously, but well, not everybody would, I suppose. But very easy to give people their identity, isn't it? Shove up a load of political borders, reinforce them with legislation and ultimately violence in the form of a military, and then they'll unquestionably adopt that arbitrary identity, wouldn't they? You know what I mean? It's weird, isn't it? It's weirdly like primitive when you think about it. And of course, nobody really questions the fundamental idea of a political border because it seems that too radical. You know what I mean? The Overton window has not stretched that far for the dissolution of borders. In fact, if anything, oh my god, that's quite strange actually. If you think about it, the far right argument is the opposite way. It's about the strengthening of borders. That's interesting now, because a lot of people speculate and like sort of toy around with the idea that the far right and extremism and fascism really helps out certain people benefit from that economically, companies, etc. And you think about it, if the debate really centres around political borders and whether or not they should exist, on one hand you've got the dissolution of borders, the free movement of people, sort of like market economics, let them sort themselves out. If they all move to fucking Paris, then I'm sure eventually they'll say Paris is not very nice, let's... Ooh. I'm glad somebody didn't go into the back of me then. Into the hydrogen bomb that I'm towing around. Yeah, people have just moved to where there's work and where there isn't, and blah blah blah. But anyway, let themselves sort themselves out. But so what are the benefits for businesses? Big business as well, because we're not talking about like little, you know, the guy cuts handcrafted leather knife sheaths or something for a living. Do you know what I mean? We're not talking about that sort of business. We're talking about big business. How does big business benefit by political borders? Well, in one simple way, let's think about automotive here, because we're in a truck. They can obfuscate pricing. You fucker! Why would you fucking brake like that? I mean, I'm not being funny, but I've got it on my fucking Twitch dash cam. Why would you brake like that? Unbelievable, isn't it? You fucking dickhead. This is where a bit you should be able to enter a GTA mode, shouldn't you, really? Just get out and shoot the fucker. He definitely did that. That was an insurance job. He knows it. He's driven off. He knows I'm not getting out. I'm not interested. See my face in his rear view. Anyway. So they can obfuscate prices, manufacturers. You know what I mean? It's not easy to the currency convert, and that's just another part of political borders, really, currency and stuff. Yeah, if you haven't got free movement of people, you can have one labour group exploit another labour group, can't you? Because you can artificially suppress labour earnings. Oh my god, it's quite the revelation for me. But I wonder who's written about that. I mean, I don't remember thinking. I'm gonna find out actually. Yeah, that's interesting. Because then really the conclusion is the only way to bring about. But this is the thing is the fascists don't want equality, do they? That's the crux of it. They don't want equality. So they're not interested in the dissolution. If bringing down borders brought about equality for people, they're not interested, because that's the last thing on their mind. Or are they just brainwashed? You know what I mean? There's a lot of people, a lot of racists in Britain that think they represent the working class. That's such an insult to the working class, isn't it? You know what I mean? The fact that Farage believes he represents the working class. Racism has never come from the working class. It's never been bottom up. It's always been academics and fucking institutions that have come up with a pseudo-scientific explanations of racism. It's never been bottom up at all. But all the pawns of the working class get suckered into this. It's sad. It's really, really sad. Like I said previously, it's a hot topic in Britain, really, with the riots and things. Like I've said previously, when the fuckers realised they were part of a march to set fire to a hotel, a group of 200 young children, families, evading the turmoil of war, and they come here, the most vulnerable, powerless people that we have in Britain today, homeless, living in a hotel, because that is homeless, do not have a fixed abode. Not rough sleeping, it's homeless. And these people are going to set fire to them, and they're now serving jail sentences for that act. They're going to wake up, they're going to go, I got fucked. I went to prison for Nigel Farage. Because that's what they're doing, isn't it? Nigel Farage and his horrible little agenda, because he's a despicable, grubby opportunist, I think is what one of the professors at Brunel referred to him as. Really interesting guy. I can't remember his name, actually. Something very, you know, like just very common, like Matt Smith, do you know what I mean, or whatever. Is nothing, but yeah, he's a good guy, Professor at Brunel, and he was saying that, yeah, he's I can't remember, but somebody had asked him a question, and he was like, yeah, he's just a grubby little opportunist. Well, spot on. But yeah, Farage has got people going to prison for his disgusting little agenda. He's trying to destabilise the Labour government, and the Labour government should be, at the heart of it, socialist. You know what I mean? It might have to move centrist for a while, but let's pull it back to the left for fuck's sake. So good versus evil, and I tell you what, good is not on the right. It's just bitter old men trying to preserve status quo, the world in which they have created, a world of inequality, a world of environmental harm, and a world of exploitation. And these bitter old men need to fucking move on and accept that the young generation will not tolerate this, and they're not tolerating it. They've grown up in a unfair world, and the difference is transparency. Social media has brought about transparency for them, so they can see the world for what it is. Israel has had a campaign of propaganda, manipulation, for fucking decades. Fucking tons of money. The Israel lobbyists it's just disgusting. The Israel lobbyists completely undermine democracy in America. Completely. In fact, to the point where I'd argue that America has the fucking lip service of democracy, really, because of lobbyists. Not just Israel, but Israel are a strong lobbyist group. And now we have transparency through social media, and young people aren't falling for the bullshit. And it's amazing. Warms my cockles anyway. Hopefully, the world will be left in safer hands. That's all that matters. The species. Oh, I'm turning on a fucking dime here. I'm locked in position. There's nothing I can do. Right. Go this way. Somebody order some hydrogen. Hydrogen? Get there eventually. I think I'm overturning it. It's a tiny little trailer. I really don't need to overturn it, do I? So let's just go back here and try and just do some. We'll push it in there. We'll get this in here. And now. Alright, maybe a bit, push it out there. I don't know. I don't want to bang it against the thing. Okay. Oh, you know, oh, I'll do it properly. I'm not giving up completely yet. There we go. I'll just go straight back with that in a second. Should have done that right from the start. I find that really demanding, you know. Okay, right, done. Have your hydrogen, and don't complain about it. I've worked hard to bring that to you today. Yeah, my bum hurts. Excellent. Yay. Always like to see going past the level. So, what's this then? What is that? It's ADR. What's ADR? Dangerous goods. Well-trained professionals usually hard-earned. Blah blah blah. Okay. Well then. Wait. Oh. Ugh. I'm not going for that then. I think I'm just gonna high value. Oh, you see, just in time can be pretty cool as well. You know what I mean? Then they really add up, don't they? Oh, I don't want a quick job. Pop a job. Pop a job. I'm on the old freight market. I'm in Finlandia. I'll take a job from Turku. I wanted to explore a little bit of Finland. Because this is about as northern Europe-y as it goes, really. So I just want to see if the climate gets a little bit snowy. But everything is going off somewhere else. It's all going abroad, isn't it? Nothing. So, let's have a look over here. Yeah, I can't get a job over there, can I? Can I do it by the shortest route? Wait. Is that it? There's nothing going north at all. That one's taking me back. About this. I mean, no, I've just driven a right massive way from thinking. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try and discover another city then. I don't know if I have to discover these businesses or not. But I'm gonna jump up here, discover Nantali. There's nothing going on over there. I'll just come over to Pori. And see what's going on there. I can take my headlights off. Right. Always nice to fly around without a trailer for a bit. Ooh, 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 ooh. It's also equally nice to get paid for hauling stuff around whilst I'm checking out places. Oh. Sort of not really what I expected, actually. Expected a lot more snow. I think what I'll do is I'll take every sort of like stop as an opportunity to like reset the curvature of my spine. Where's my fucking accelerator? There we go. Oh. Just keep moving around a bit, maybe. I don't know. Oh, I have to what? Double back on myself now? Or let's just have a quick look at this on the old sat nav. See where it's taking me. Seems a bit extreme. Just have to come back down here. Blue. Don't really want to block the road. I'm going to, aren't I? Right. What are we on about? Doubling myself back up. Why is it doing that? All the way up there? Oh, because I've put that as position 2. Is that it? So have I discovered that place now? If I went to the freight market, am I able to click on that? Turku, Nantali. No. So I haven't been to Nantali yet then, have I? Right. Let's put number 2 there. Number 1 there. Number 2 up here. Right, so I'm glad I turned around then, to be fair. And drive all the way up there to find out I haven't discovered this place. They all sound like names out of look like names of like settlements. They're like the Narvi, don't they? Really, Nantali, and I don't know what the other ones were. Maybe just that one. Right, where to now? Wait, where's it got me turning? Nothing stupid, I hope. It does stupid things, this game. When it comes to navigation. No, I'm alright. Okay, let's discover this place. Get some jobs from here. Oh, don't start that. Yeah, it's not really put it on the map. It hasn't said you've discovered Nantali. Wait. Why am I coming up to marker number 2? I should be at marker number 1. Oh god. Oh, I'm so angry already. I feel anger. There's only 2 markers. Why does that say marker number 2? I don't think that's a separate place, you know. Right, let's just clear all markers somehow. Yeah, it's done it again. That's marker number 1, but it doesn't make any sense. Clear that marker. Right. Where's this one? Clear that one. Put that there. 1. That's become number 1, so maybe I have to put number 2 down. I never knew that. So you put your final destination, and then you add. Ah. And something new. How often do you learn something new? I was wondering about this before, because I feel like I'm learning something new every like 10 minutes in my life. I just... Ah, yes, I've discovered it. Okay, cool. So, now. Oh, that's not somewhere I can pull over and sleep. Now, here's the next question. Where's the nearest bed? That's a ferry. There's a bed round there. So. Get rid of those. Put the bed in there. Oh, that's annoying. Is that the nearest bed? Oh, there are no other beds. What about the freight market? Right now. Still doing it from wherever it is. Nantali. Right, cool. We've got nothing northbound again then. That's annoying. But the only way to... I'm just going to have to head up north. We'll carry on. Right. So. Why have I got... It must have me turning around then, doesn't it? You just got me using the ferry thing to turn around in. That's ridiculous. This could have been dodgy. Right. What's annoying is that the place where the bed is, Turku, is the place I set off a while back from. And it just feels like in the last, like, since I've done that drop off and delivered that hydrogen, I've not really actually done anything useful. That's how, well, I've discovered this place, but it's like a lot of time. I thought this would just take seconds, really. Oh, oh God. I'm not actually coming off here as well. Let's see what's enough. In the early days of sat-navs, I used to make that mistake all the time, not quite knowing where the hell was. I used to come off too early, panic coming off. But the screens were tiny and shit, really. In fairness, so I think a lot of people did. Oh man, I don't want to come on if he's going to slow me down like that. Right. Oh. Now, where am I going? Straight on and then take a right. Cool. Let's try and move across there. Or am I? I might take a right. Oh God. Oh, it's so annoying. It's annoying that I can't get that information out of this. Take a right there. Yeah, so I'm taking the first right, aren't I? Or I'll just block both lanes. A truck coming in. I'm blocking that lane. Oh well, I found the limit of this truck then. For the moment. Oh God. I'm not going to risk running anymore. It's not worth losing my license. My livelihood, my business. I could be an owner and not be an operator then. But start employing drivers if that was the case. I've got nobody on the books. Okay. I really regret not buying some large sea bass yesterday. I really regret it. Okay, here we go. I'll turn the thing off. Because we're in the markets, and there's a fish market in the market. 2 fish market stall holders. And then we went to the botanical gardens and we were looking around shops and I was just like... Oh, I don't really want to be walking around with fish. But actually, they could have just gone in the boot, gone into a freezer bag, and I could have been having wild sea bass now. I must be hungry. I'm thinking about wild sea bass. I'm regretting past non-purchases. That is... Yeah, I'm hungry. Cool. Okay, so we'll just nip up to this place up here. There's a lot of fucking lights around here, isn't there? Crazy amount of lights. Yeah, I'll get up to where this job is, and then what I'll do is I will see what jobs are available, and if nothing, I'll still work my way around the northern edge. I think that's the best thing. I'm surprised that Finland's sort of the most northern part of ETS2. I don't know, unless it's just ocean after Finland, unless that's the most stupid thing to say ever. Is it just ocean after Finland? I think it is actually, isn't it? Man, there's so many fucking awkward junctions coming out of Manchester. I did yesterday. Crazy, like in real life Manchester. It's like it's just inconsistent. There's no like theme to the way that the roads and traffic's managed. Wait. Something odd's going on here. I don't like it because it's telling me to come off. Ah, this is annoying me. Telling me to come off. Just to come back on again or something. Something's happening. So let's clear the navigation. Somehow. How do you do that? How do you clear navigation? Reset it. Right. We are supposed to be going up here. So why is it telling me to come off? Oh, this is so weird. It's telling me to come off, to go around there, from there to come back on. I've never seen anything so stupid in my life. I won't be doing that. Oh, truck. I don't want to have to cause him to brake. Oh, he's stopped anyway. That's very kind of you. Give him the old wink with the indicators. Get the lights on. And we're off. Yeah, what a daft sat-nav. Thankfully they rarely behave like that in real life. It's terrible having an empty truck driving around without a load, without being productive. This is just an expense to the business. And I'm a fledgling company, but 2 weeks old. Yet to endure my first winter. Well, at least we're out the evergreen forests, and we're more into the, I want to call it the boreal forest. But I think, because I know Canada's got part of the boreal forest before we drifted away from each other. And that's mainly evergreen, so maybe there's all sorts of trees in the boreal forest, I presume then. How far is it? Oh, this is quite a drive actually up here. Because it's 40 miles away. I'm sort of surprised. Massively, actually. I thought it was just down the road on the map, anyway. I think I need to go and get some fuel. Soon as well. I'm going much more than the speed limit at the moment. Might have cause to slow down in a sec. There's a big bed over there, that must be a hotel, yeah. Oh, thank God there's no traffic lights along here. Oops. Sorry about that. I'll hold my hand up to that one. Alright, 10 miles away now. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 mile away. And we're there. But what hasn't flashed up is the name of the place and discovered. Oh, look at that. Alright, it's not the best view against the sunset, but it's still pretty cool. This is a big container port, actually. Crikey. This is a big one. Oh, can't get down there. A few trailers ready to go. I could probably take a job from here, but unless it was going like, you know, let's do it anyway. Let's have a look, see what they've got going on. Ah, that's quite a handy one. It's a biggie. Biggie. Getting biggie with it. Na 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 na. Biggie. I think I'm going to do that one. I'm going to take that job. But what I'm going to do is also have... I have to pick up the trailer first, I bet you. Now, there were trailers lined up down here, weren't there? So, let's have a look. It is down here. Okay, cool. Right, should just put it onto my sat nav now. And then I can just alter that route a little bit. If I go in here and navigation app. Okay, so I can swing by here, couldn't I, at the end of it? And then I'm not going quite into Helsinki. I'm going quite into... Could actually make it here, couldn't I? And that... Oh, I'll get rid of that one. Right, that's made it 297 miles, 7 hours. And that's 4 hours. Why has it got me going around like that? Right, so we'll go through a couple of places. Tampere, blah blah blah, blah 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 blah. Let's do it. I wonder what these places are like in real life. I bet you they're wonderful. I bet you they're... Right, so that puts me on a couple of hours of driving, really. That'll do. I was thinking, should I get a coffee, but actually I can wait a while. I'll get another coffee. It's nice to have a coffee while driving. Or a tea, if I'm honest. So yeah, discovered a couple more places on the map around the northern edge, and that just gives me some more options of jobs I can be doing, really. And I've done a fair amount of exploration, really. Oh, I might not be coming off here. No. Oh dear. There's no way I'm taking diversions, not now. Sorry guys, but... I've had my share of diversions, but not interested. Next fuel stop. Oh, not too bad. Just switched on. Oh no! Is it getting me to come back on again? No. That's right, it's a legitimate one this time. Good braking, considering the speed and the load. Like incredible braking in reality. Ugh. Oh, I've got so much work for my mechanic to do tomorrow morning. So, do I wash the car before or... I feel... yeah, no, I should wash it beforehand. I need to clean the inside. Right. I'll phone him, see when he can fit me in. Sorry, I spent all that time thinking about that. Shit, I'm running out of fuel, so the sat-nav switches off. Be useful that. Try and drive a little bit more conservative. Not that bad actually. If looking at that meter, there's bloody loads left. It's hardly gone down at all. Go to the fuel management screen and see. No, that's not that. Didn't say. Oh! Oh my god. That's so lucky. Bloody hell. Anyway, I should have been... I've incurred some damage, trailer damage. There's no fuel window after all of that. Cargo, blah blah blah. So it's just... Okay. Anyway. It's just that fuel gauge then. Unless I'm looking at the wrong thing. I'm thinking it's the one on the left. The one on the right's even more like full, if you like, so I don't... So there's a petrol station around here. May not be. We are out in the middle of nowhere. Brown sign up there on the right. Just saw that out of the corner of my eye, this fuel station here. Lovely jubbly. Don't know about sleep while I'm at it, but I know about fuel, so let's get that done. Oh. Right, cool. Fleet-wise, I don't want to risk sleeping and making the job go over, basically, because I've already added like miles to the job to be able to explore. But whilst I'm here, have a look at this. Oh yeah, I'll make it. Ah. But wherever I came from, I never really unlocked Tempere. Bit annoying. Can't go back. I'll just drive through latte. Get it done. Fix random enough. Fool around and fell in love. Annoying because that was the whole point of this trip, was to unlock these places, but oh well. Well, it hasn't said I've discovered it, but there's a signpost to say this is where we are. So if we're here... Oh, Larty discovered, okay. Good. Big ball. Is that like fire logs? I imagine a lot of people in Finland have log fires. You'd have to have a backup for a start. So you'd have to have the means by which to... You want to be multi-fuel out here, I would have thought. I would. Sure. Yo, hey dude. Thank you. Yeah, I do use a steering wheel, dude. Nothing spectacular. It's a Logitech G920. How about yourself? Do you play? Are you ETS2 fan? And do you use a wheel as well? Whoa, slamming on the brakes there a bit. I think he's gone. Well, thanks for the messages, Isaac, anyway. Haven't you? Oh, I feel bad. Like, once in a blue moon, somebody comes along and they send me a message, and I'm so used to not getting messages. I don't respond. How sad, ironically, how sad is that? It's like double sad. Oh well. Double sadness. I'm going to take a moment now to feel double sadness. Coming off here. Booked a bit of brake in there. I was going a bit fast. I messed around and fell in love. This is why I like Europe. They work on the roads at night time. I mean, that is the most sensible option. Probably costs more. Probably doesn't actually, it just means they get the job done quicker. You know what I mean? It's fucking... But every... Oh. Every time I think of the misery of Britain, I think of Farage. Oh god, I hate that guy's face as well. Isn't it weird? You can hate an ideology so... No, but actually he is an ugly cunt. Like, and I excuse my language, but really is an ugly motherfucker, isn't he? His fucking wattle. His neck. His wattle neck. I'll probably get a wattle neck when I'm older. But I ain't going to be wattling my neck around with fascist rhetoric. Oh, I'm so angry. Oh dear. What's going on here? What's all that? It's like billboards in the fields. Oh, that's exactly what it is. Secondary marketing income. That's the modern agricultural farmer for you. As opposed to any other type of farmer. It's all just advertising space, isn't it? All of existence. Sorry, I was just itching my ankle. Tried to push the retained fluid of edema for driving trucks for 2 hours back into the rest of my body. I messed around and fell in love. Right, well, won't be long now. Been about 30 odd miles away. There in no time, as usual. Hopefully though, I'm not late. Cool. Off the next one as well. We're not actually in Helsinki for this drop off, we're just on the outskirts of Helsinki. I'm thinking that Björk, is she from Finland? Where's Björk from? There's some other good Finnish bands actually. There's loads of music from Finland that sort of works its way to the periphery of UK charts. I'm not just talking about Eurovision. Some obscure bands. I don't know if Sigaros, that's that sort of area, isn't it, anyway? Europe. I'm going to have to find out now. Don't be pulling out in front of me. Go on. Oh, I really thought he was going to hit me then, and he just didn't seem to be looking like he was slowing down. You know, I'm going to assume I do have right of way. There we go, on the left here. And that's in the... not a hydrogen bomb this time. I don't even know what it is. Okay, cool. Yep, let's get you in place, and 90 XP, why not? See, I don't like dicking around with driving, but 90 XP at the end of the day. Don't tell me I am stuck on the gate. I think I was. That's a long trailer then, longer than I thought. Right. Ye of little faith, offering me the easy way out. Oh fuck. I don't fuck. What I'm doing now anymore, I've given up. I suppose that's why it's 90 XP, isn't it? Oh Oh, for God's sake. I'll get there. I'll get there one day. Right. Oh well. Anyway. So, what that potentially means is I could take some jobs. Oh, none of those places have been discovered. Oh, what a waste of time. Honestly. Crazy that. Nothing's going into Russia at the moment then by the looks of it. Okay. Fucking hell. Nothing going east at all. So the best bet for going east is actually this one. No, one of these. That one, which isn't an oversized load. That one's paying me 6. Right, I'm going to kick it. Take it easy. In a bit.